resuscitated the stream. You guys are mysterious mountains right now for some reason.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hands
I always wanted to
back.
be a mysterious mountain.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with your Fugies.
It's Fugi is reconnecting.
Ah, okay. So I think what we're gonna do is while uh before I restart the level, I am just going to have my visage become animated and I will piss as a little break, as a little treat.
Yeah. I think I may use this opportunity to bail. My brain's starting to get a little overloaded.
Okie dokes.
Thanks for having me on. I'm looking forward to next week.
I can tell you're so excited as I accidentally grabbed your little guy. Your little dance now.
Yeah. Okay. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, Demi. I'm gonna move
Hi.
you onto my head.
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna move you on the shoulder.
Yeah.
So you can be my evil advisor.
I can whisper evil secrets and deeds into your ear.
Oh, delightfully devilish, Demi. So I will
But
turn.
Pen, consider.
Mm-hmm.
What if you don't empty the lint dryer from the dryer?
Then everyone in the apartment complex's fire alarm will go on, and they'd all have to get up at 3 in the morning. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to go to pee.
Haha, pee pee. Hello, Panapstrat. I'm here once again to take over the stream. Now, this is very important. I need you all to listen very closely. Everyone subscribe to Pan Naps all at once. Like, Pan comes back and is like, hey, I'm back from pee-pee, and then you all hit the subscribe button. He'll never know what hit him. And then you get a little hype train going, it's like, wow. Holy shit. These anime sprites can really move. The whole flip-flopping mercenary and the flip-whittled dancer, the pupil doing that thing. Wow. What's up? Love you guys. You should check out my channel at /shoutout Devious Demeter Lupin. I am at 555 followers and you can break the funny number if you so desire. Just saying. Just saying.
What's up, Dem? Hope your day is doing
Greetings.
good. Bimsh.
How was your pee-pee?
Hi there.
Hi there.
Oh, that's an ugly color palette for Sage.
The Winston Cup.
My cup. Hand it over. Thank God it pseudo saves data.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does. See, that's why whenever I do a reset on the GVA, I have to completely restart the level because it will just go at the last turn. But no, they do allow you to they do remember the last turn you were on.
That's cool.
It is. Especially if you are a kid in the year 2003 and if you had to continuously like turn the game off because you're a child and you don't know how to manage time.
If you're a child and playing past your bedtime,
Mm-hmm.
I used to do that all the time with Pokemon Emerald.
Very choice one to be staying up way past your bedtime.
Yeah, I loved Pokemon Emerald. I still do. It's still like probably my favorite mainline game.
It's a good one, for sure. For sure. Because I definitely think, because I didn't play, I grew up with Gen 3, but my dad came home one day with Leaf Green instead, so I never got to play a GBA Hoenn game till, like, honestly about 2 years ago in my adulthood.
Really?
Yeah. Which, even for me, is a bit of a shock, because, like, one, I really like Hoenn. It's a weird place, and they say it gets weirder. But, like, I think. But, like, I really love Hoenn, mostly because I think it's the most fun region to travel through.
Yeah. Like, I know so many people say going through all the water is super annoying, but I think it's fun.
See, for me, the water part is so little, though.
Yeah, that too.
There isn't
Like,
much water. It's just the one area.
the most water you really have to go through in Hoenn is that long stretch.
It's basically to go to Sotopolis.
Yeah.
Like after that, you're golden.
Yeah. Plus, you also, like, if you do like it, you also have the option for, like, all the dive stuff, too.
Mm. Well, you do need to get dive, and that is a genuine critique of... See, it's not too much water. It's... No, that's not the problem. Too many dependency on water TMs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably, like, the big thing about it. Like, did the remakes... What was that after, like, you can just change out HMs?
They still made you get a bunch of... they still kept the, funny amount of, you're gonna need, 50... You're gonna need all 4 water TMs, baby.
Dang.
Yeah, they were not kind there.
Man, I was honestly very, very, like, disappointed with Oris, but, like, that's coming from me that only played Emerald. So I was
I
like,
mean, to be fair, Emerald is what people wanted.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't what was being asked. You know? Like, yeah, that's the standard people are looking for. Because, like, it may shock you. Emerald is good.
Emerald's great.
And it's like, and like, honestly, sometimes I saw, like, the enemy teams, like, this seems weird, this seems off. Why is there no Manectric on Watson's team? Wait, what? Because he doesn't have Manectric, he just has Electrike. He only has the puppy. He doesn't have the big dog. And also, this is not the point where they added citrus berries and all the boss Pokemon. Because something I really do miss from honestly Pokemon games since since I think the last one to really do it was maybe Black and White. Like, they don't really mess around with a lot of citrus berries that add, like, tankiness to Pokemon. Which is a big shame.
Yeah. I think that also just comes with, they don't really do any, like, fun, weird, side battle-y places as much anymore.
Well,
like
they do.
like,
they're just not as
do they?
quirky about it. Because, like, in every gen, they always have, like, a little place. Like, Gen 4 Sinnoh had the Battle Tower, and then they added the Battle Frontier, like they did in Emerald. And, they replaced the Battle Tower in Gen 5 with the Battle Subway, which
Subway was cool.
Yeah, it's just, what if this, but, like, now in public transport? Which is real funny to me. And in Gen 6, there was the Battle Maison or something, where it was just kind of a cheesy like, a really bad Battle Tower knockoff, to be honest. Because it was just Battle Tower. And you know what? Battle Tower's good, but it can be really boring.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing about it, too. Like, I know there's literally only 2, like, different battle towers, or, battle frontiers, effectively. Because you got the one from Emerald, and then you have the one from Gen 4. I still think the one from Emerald's the better one. I really like the, different, what are they called? Plazas? Something like that?
Probably.
Because they had the Pike, which was weird and fun and bullshit, but it was, like, fun. And then you had the one where the Pokemon battle on their own, based on, like, their nature and their moveset entirely. And then you have, like, the almost kind of like Pokemon Stadium type one, where you just, like, pick a selection of, like, pre-chosen Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool.
There's a boss here? The fuck? Considered a boss? Okay. But
Monster.
This is a route the enemy map.
Wait.
Yeah?
Who's that guy at the bottom?
Oh, our little man? Or are we talking about this man?
There's a guy that... No, that's not Santa.
That's just a wizard.
Yeah, I thought the guy that was, like, swinging his cape around was, like, Santa for a
Claus?
second. Yeah.
Is that you?
The Grinch.
I know. You said the Grinch. But my brain just went, who, the Grinch?
The Grinch.
I'm on the Grinch, my favorite Disney sitcom movie.
That makes me think of that one picture where it calls spinach spinch.
Binch.
I love those kinds of pictures.
Dude, I just love like, I don't know the right word to say, but I love like accordion words of just like scrunching them up and unscrunching them.
Yeah, it's like the verbal equivalent of like when you open a picture up in MS Paint and then you stretch it out so it gets really anti-alias and then you scrunch it back. I love doing that.
Hey Demmy,
Hi.
did you know that lap is really cute?
Wow.
It was. Shoots you with love.
Yeah.
That's right,
Ugh.
I fired the most powerful spell, Magic Missile, but I shaped it into a heart.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, shooting magic missiles at me.
Whoa! Hits me with Magic Missile, a spell that can never miss, unless someone casted Shield or has the Brooch of Shielding.
Oof.
Can I just say, one of my favorite silly magic items is the Brooch of Shielding? Not because it's, like, a bad magic item, because, like, now it is. Because force damage has been a more prevalent type in D&D. Especially because people just apparently don't know what the fuck to do with some damage characters. Like, oh fuck, it's force damage.
Guess what? It's force
It's
damage.
just damage. But like, when the DMG came out, like in 2014, 5th edition is now out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole like the whole vibe of like the whole vibe of the Brooch of Shielding is so fucking funny. Because essentially in that game, very few creatures, unless like maybe they're based off a warlock or something, have force damage. And if you have the Brooch of Shielding, you are immune to specifically Magic Missile. As if you had shield on all the time, but it's like, what? I'm so curious. In a situation that you're gonna put, like, unless you're doing, like, you know, Academy of Wizards, and of course they'd have Magic Missile, and you at the end be like, well, of course they're gonna use Magic Missile, like, you fool. I have the Brooch of Shielding. It does nothing to me.
Yeah, I find it really funny that it's like specifically Magic Missile. Like, you know, and everyone knows. So you're just waiting for your chance to be like, haha, my very hyper-specific utility item is here to save me once again.
Yeah.
I love shit like that. That's really funny.
You fool! You have underestimated me and my Brooch of Shielding!
Unfortunate for you, I had the Brooch of Shielding.
Like, that's a power move I want to pull on a player if for some reason they're really relying on Magic Missile. But also they're really relying on Magic Missile, then it's kind of, like, really mean. Because as a person who's played a wizard for 2 years, I know Magic Missile's, like, one of the only ways you really get, like, consistent, like, damage.
Yeah. That would be a very funny, like, GM prank, though. Just being like, hey, I won't know this time.
How about you're the dummy? You're the digital dummy.
Digital dummy. Hi, Yig.
Hi, Yig. How are ya?
Yiggy.
Well, hold now. I have a different friend named Yiggy. That's okay. It's funny because jokes.
Wow, jokes are funny. I agree.
Your Honor, funny? Yes.
It's like the League of Legends comic.
Your Honor, League of Legends.
Funny.
Death.
Death. I'm gonna do that right now, and you cannot stop me.
What, death?
Yeah.
They're just gonna die?
Yes, I'm gonna die right now.
No! Wait! Demmy! Demmy, wait! Wait, no! Demmy!
Da, 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 da. I got it. I'm gonna make a meme right now live on stream, and it'll be
Fuck.
great.
Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man.
Huh, 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 huh.
Ha. This fella knows none the wiser. See, it's funny because the boy named Pan is very ace.
I love that. Happy Pride.
Show me chest.
If Pan is Pan, and I'm Pan, and Kalmana's Pan, then who's flying the plane?
Then who's flying the wizard tower?
It's like a plane, but not like a airplane, but like a dimensional plane.
It's the plane of air just going. I'd be poisoned. I'm the wizard tower in the skyline, those flying llama. The wizard tower's like the sky, like the flying lawnmowers. Buttered up, buttered up, buttered up.
Jim Fuckley.
I'm soaring.
Flying.
Me when I am the protagonist of Kingdom Hearts. I'm soaring. Me when I do physical activity and I wake up in the next morning. I'm sore. Me when I've been polymorphed to a pig. I'm boring.
Me when I am the hit ride at Disney's California Adventure / the Land Pavilion at Epcot. I'm soaring.
Me when I'm in Fire Emblem, Radiant Dawn, and I'm Ike's boyfriend. I'm soaring.
I'm soaring.
I love this really. First off, I want to say, Demmy, one of the most flattering things you've said to me, I think, in the Danganronpa streams, is that I am the king of the me when I'm blank jokes.
Dude, I love those.
Thank you.
They're really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nose is going
I have a very bad habit of like finding every joke funny. I don't know if technically it's a good joke, but I like it and it makes me laugh.
But Your
So
Honor,
that's what matters.
but Your Honor, consider, I am getting a real chortle out of this one.
Your Honor, funny.
Ah,
Yes.
Studio audience laugh.
What's your favorite? Oh my god. Yeah, no, come on and just that same shit.
What? The Mew and I am, or the weather outside?
So it snows a lot in Hipster Town, and whenever we point it out, they'll always be like, "The weather outside, frightful, frightful." I mean, frightful outside. Just like that shit, and they'll keep doing it until like someone cracks and starts laughing at it.
Wait, see, that's just Kalmata behavior of just like, you're going to laugh at the joke. I'll wait.
Yeah, no, that's very accurate.
No, it's funny. You'll find out.
I won't say the other one because I think it'd be a little
Doxy.
distasteful to the Ace experience.
Uh-huh.
But it's really corny and not funny. But like they always make like a weird little laugh with it whenever they tell it, and like the laugh specifically makes me laugh, and it always makes me end up laughing at it.
I don't know, I'm just thinking of classic Kalmata laugh of like a little fox.
Like
Very Danganronpa-esque indeed.
honestly.
Kalmata for Danganronpa win?
Kalmata would be perfect as like a boisterous laughing character in One Piece where they have like the very unique laughs.
Ooh. David, what's your One Piece laugh?
It'd probably be like my more lower like like it's definitely like a and not like a hee hee or a it's definitely like a
I see.
Yeah, I see.
See, meanwhile, I think mine would just be more like... I feel like I have two One Piece slaps in me. It's one, either just genuine evil villain, like... or, so I think a lot about the idea of were-rats. Because I think...
Were-rats?
Yeah, you know, like a werewolf, but it's a rat.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, before I start this tangent, I just want to go... What? It's pilfer.
Pilfering and plundering.
But, But, like, some things I think a lot about rats is, one, if a were-rat laughed, it would be more like that, like, you know when rats kind of do it, like mice, like, squeak, and like...
Yeah!
I don't know if the mic picked up that well, but... Yeah. More like mice noise. Evil rat sound.
I love those kind.
And also, you ever think how, because mice are prey animals, you'll never see where their eyes are looking at? Because it's all black?
Yes.
That. It's just that on a person. From, like, their eyes dilate so much you can't see where they're looking anymore. I think that's really cool and uncanny.
That is cool in, like, a spooky way. I dig that. What was that one thing that, like, Boingo was talking about? Were you there for that?
I don't know.
Where he was telling me about, like, the deer that looks straight at you. And the thing about it is, like, deer don't normally do that because they're prey animals.
Mm.
And then once you realize it, you also realize they got, like, weird hands for legs and they run away.
I think I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know if that was, like, a cryptid or just, like, some weird Florida man shit that Boingo's on.
I also love how you said it as if, like, Florida man is, like, a thing you take, and it's like, I don't know, some weird Florida man stuff you're on, but,
I mean, if it were, like, Boingo would be on that all the time, let's be honest.
Yeah, but that would also imply I was born with Florida man in me, because I was born on the dick of the USA.
Actually, I'm 1/6 Florida man. It's on my father's side.
It's on my father.
Yeah, the not deer.
Not deer. Honestly, you know, a lot of monstrosities that you would find in the, like, monster manual, such as, like, a chimera, a owlbear, a mimic, you know, things that are just hodgepodge together because a wizard felt like it. I feel like I'm not really a transmuter, so I wouldn't do a lot of monstrosities. But this, I would make the not deer. Mostly just because I feel like that would be very appropriate in the Pan Mega Dungeon that I would like to make one day.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know how the layout of the Pan Mega Dungeon would be, like, area-wise.
You got the blueprints in your head.
Yeah. Because, like, honestly, the idea of the Monstrosities Aberration should be used more as my amusement. Then you would like the Pan Mega Dungeon, then. The Pan's Wizard Tower Mega Dungeon.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'll give you, like, a little bit of a pitch, just in case if for some reason because I know you're not as much of you get really anxious with, like, big plans that are, like, very consistent, so, like, you're, like, on the tentative list if I ever press go on it in my brain. They support? Oh, they could support, I think. But anyway, but, like, the idea of the Pan Mega Dungeon would be that First off, let me see if these two can support. They can! Hello, Ford. Hmm? Oh, Kyle! What are you painting? No, well, yes, actually. You see, my abs are hard enough that I could just draw on them. I'm gonna use this piece of charcoal to draw on and shade like this. You know we're in the middle of a battle, don't you? What if someone attacks while you're distracted? Oh, I got like 40 hit points, so I'm good. Calm down.
Artist moment, you're on like at risk of actually death, and you're just like, hey, hold on, let me draw something real quick.
Hold on. I want to draw a little cloud. I just like to keep record of our battles with these pictures. What? Can I just archive the battlefield? You're just rationalizing. You're a berserker. It's like it's time to start acting like one. Fine, I'll stop. As you command, Sir Kyle, commander of the Knights of Renee. Oh, brother, do you have to make everything so difficult? If you don't want the hassle, stop telling me what to do. And stop fooling around on the battlefield. Seriously, wasting my time on an idiot like you is just stupid. Huh? Did you say something? Nothing. If you have so much time to waste drawing, let's have a quick spar. What? You want to spar now? Yeah, that's right. I don't waste time. I take care of my weapons, my horse, and myself. And my Moss Chia pet-like hair. It's not that I also make sure our morale's good and our men are safe. You're thorough, aren't you? I'm a knight. It's my duty. You said duty. Do you need to take your duty more seriously? Do. But I think, wait, I was saying something, wasn't I?
I don't know. Were you?
I don't know.
You're talking about the Pan Dungeon.
Oh yeah.
The Mega Dungeon, in fact.
Thank you. How my brain envisions the Pan Mega Dungeon would be like a 3-layered, or at least 3-sect dungeon of one being more Feywild based, naturally, with having 3 hags be sort of like some of Pan's relatives, because Granny Slumbers, my grandmama, is a witch.
Yeah.
And like the idea of like, alright, her covenant has sort of like been squatting in like, alright, we're supposed to take care of like the entry level and everything. So you get like a phase section there. You have an incident level of like where there's like where there's like maybe like an apprentice of Pan that went bad from studying the Far Realm, and you get a lot of aberrations and everything from them trying to study things that they were not meant to study. And then the top tower would be more like, alright, Pan has been napping and he needs the defenses. He's got the devils, so like if anything from the middle of the tower gets up, they're gonna have to fight hell. And so like it would also be like an idea of like, well, okay, if at the beginning of the dungeon it'd be really cool to like maybe give players like possible allies for those 3 sections already, you know, like Sways to be like, alright, here's 1 to 4 Shadow will be in the tower, but also here's like something that could like either help out with this part or help out with this, but they're all like having their own things. Like say the Fey representative could be like someone from the court of Arcadia where Pan is from, being like, yes, you see, from Pan being from Arcadia, you see his research actually belongs to us, so we need to go into the tower and just have a chat with him. Just a little talk. You know, there would be like a mind flayer being like, hey, I'm here because I was invited and I need information. based on what my peers need and everything. And one totally not a devil boy who's there to steal Pan's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me actually scroll and find, because I know I told someone in DMs that I got into a D&D brain mood with, of like some of the perks and like drawbacks of like who you ally with.
Ooh, I like that. Like, you can make allies, but at a cost.
What cost? Because you're dealing with fays, aberrations, which are literal aliens, and devils, and fiends.
Spirits, wraiths, and aberrations.
Yeah. Alright, that's the person who I DM'd it to. Let me see if I can find big one. The big one. The big one. Of
The
what
big
is
one.
to come. A vision of what is to come. I don't think you're ready. I think I'm ready. I don't think you're ready. Bum 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 bum. Kill a child. What? It's my favorite opening number in a concept album about the Odyssey.
Whoa!
Have I not given you a spiel about Epic yet?
I don't think so. You told me a lot of things like that, where it's been like, yeah, this is like this weird, off the wall, high concept thing that I like.
Ah,
and
understandable.
Yeah, you told me about like Star Kid. You told me about like the D&D podcast you listen to. I don't think you told me about that one.
Alright. So, essentially, Epic is a musical someone had of taking the concept of Odysseus' story of the Odyssey, and basically right now there are 2 full EPs that are fully mixed and everything, because I do believe the person who writes it posts the songs on TikTok, but I don't go on TikTok, and I have an irrational fear of it.
Very fair.
So, yeah, but like you can check them out on Spotify for the first 2 EPs, and it is essentially a concept album of Odysseus from the end of the Trojan War to presumably him trying to go home, and it's very good. And the first song is essentially him like getting out of the Trojan horse and like having his like cool Odyssey and like cool Iliad buddies fuck shit up, and then Zeus is like, "Hey man, gonna be real. If you let the son of Hector's kid grow up, he's totally gonna kill you." So it's basically like, well, you can kill a child or be doomed. I don't know what to tell you. But it's very cool. It also makes the Cyclops in the Odyssey actually scary, which I think is a significant feat, because the Cyclops has always been dumb.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's just a guy who's like, "Oh, who are you for killing my sheep? Me? Well, I'm nobody. Nobody. I'll kill you last, nobody." And then when he gets his eye stabbed, he's like, "Help! Help! Nobody's hurting me!" And all the other Cyclops like, "What the fuck? Stop crying?" But I think...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, go ahead. Say your thought. I interrupted to you.
I was gonna say, like, I remember, like, growing up with, like, kid-friendly media of, like, Greek mythos, and, like, seeing the Cyclops being, like, this, like, kind of, like, scary figure. And I was like, oh, geez, bet this guy is real spooky in, like, the actual thing he's from. And I get to be an adult in my, like, epic reading phase.
Mhm.
I read the original story with the Cyclops in it, and I'm like, oh, this is just a guy.
He is just some guy.
Just a guy though.
Dude, but like I really adore it because like the scene where they really introduce the Cyclops is horrifying. Cause like they really do a good job of like timing and the sense of like a lot of good cello work to really make it seem eerie and unnatural. Like when the music cues you of when the eye opens, like it doesn't tell you, but you just hear it and see it, and it's like, oh yes.
Whoa.
And like you hear um in how like Odysseus tries to bargain with him. It is genuinely like him like, fuck, hey there, are these your sheep? You know. And I think that's very cool because I also think a lot of the epics, they kind of pose a lot of it without the sense of like, without a sympathy to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I totally get you.
It's more so, and then this shit happened, and it was pretty whack. Less so someone going, fuck.
Yeah, like there's a lot of very weird and interesting things happening, but very rarely does it actually like sink in for a lot of the protags.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like out of all the epics I read, the strongest one I could think of that does do that is maybe like Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. That was all about like Sir Gawain being like, oh fuck, I am going to die. How do I make the best of this situation?
Oh fuck. I didn't realize we actually got him with this. Oh fuck, Armor Slayer's so good. Okay. You need axe. I guess I'll take an iron axe. But yeah. Honestly, I feel like the Iliad doesn't work if you're not focusing on the emotional vulnerability of Achilles. Cause like, did you ever, or have you ever like read a synopsis of the Iliad?
No, actually.
So, a lot of the drama around the Iliad is like, it's a war for a woman that was taken by Paris because he basically was like, apparently the goddess of chaos was like, all right, ladies, I'm just gonna drop this golden apple, and it's to the fairest one around. And Aphrodite, Athena, and Hera are like, oh, for me.
It's for me.
And they find a guy named Paris to be like, all right, buddy. Okay. Who do you think is the fairest? And they bribe him. Where like Athena basically goes like, hey, if you go with me, I will guarantee I will let you win anything. Like, I will give you the strategies to win any fight. Hera, I think, offers like a like solid relationship with someone, or just like general sense of power. Aphrodite's like, I can get you any girl you want. Just pick a girl. It'll be yours. She'll like totally love you, dude. I'm the goddess of love.
Wow.
And he's like, oh, I want to pick the hottest one. I want to pick Helen of Troy. And there's a problem. with picking Helen of Troy as your man. I'd like to wife her. It's because Helen of Troy is the most beautiful woman, and a lot of the Greek bachelor princes are like, yo, we'd want to marry her, but then Agamemnon, the prince of Sparta at the time, married her, and everyone was like, hey, look, we want nothing bad to happen to Helen. So if anything happens, we'll all fight to protect her, you know? Essentially forming a lot of allies of Greece through that. I mean, you kind of just yoink her away. You kind of have this now big sense of a united Greece, which, for ancient Greece, is a really big deal. You don't get
The whole country simped so hard they banded together as one nation.
Basically. And so one of the real power players is Achilles. And Achilles is essentially an unstoppable warrior. He is essentially the guy you send in like, hey, you're a demigod, you'll fuck shit up. Right? Like, we've got a bunch of cool people. We got Agamemnon, who is the king of the Spartans, and that's all he's got going for him. He's a Spartan, so he's not good. He's just kind of a war guy. But you get, like, Ajax and Ajax the Lesser. You've got, Odysseus, who's, like, clever, and that's his one thing, is the fact he's not a brute, and that's different, you know? He's tricky and clever.
Really mixing up the tropes there.
Mm-hmm. Like, and this is the man who's like, we're gonna make a fake horse and make it an offering of the gods they can't refuse after we retreat, right? You know, funny stuff, but we're inside the horse. And Achilles, basically, before he goes to war, is like, hey man, look, you're gonna have an opportunity to either live a long and peaceful life, or you'll die in battle and everyone will remember you. He's like, that sounds sick. I'm crossing the ocean. And he goes out, has a pretty cool time, but then I think he's getting put into an arranged marriage, and he's just not vibing with it. And also, they're relying too much on Achilles on winning, that he gets really petty about it. With the mix of, oh, you want me to marry this person to make this war effort better, and you only want me for what I can do? Well, fuck you. No, fuck you. Fuck you, actually. I'm gonna get real cozy. What? I'm gonna get real cozy in my tent. I'm not coming out. I'm not coming out one bit.
Get him, Achilles.
Yeah, and Achilles is essentially just like in his cozy little blanket fort with his bestie, who he's totally not fucking. Happy Pride Month.
Yay!
And like, there's literally a day where it's like, alright, I'm about to, like, Achilles is about to leave. But they're like, Achilles, we are getting fucked out there with you. It's like, you're literally the only thing keeping us from, you're like the only thing actually letting us win. And he's like, oh man, that sucks. Can you please just put your armor out there and give them a little fear? And it's like, hey, bestie, yeah. Why don't you put on my armor? They'll just be scared of you, and you can just go to town. And so his bestie comes out, and he dies. And Achilles is like, okay, Troy's dying. The entire place is getting burned down to the ground now. Because you killed my best. And like, there's literally a whole chapter of him grieving his bestie. Before he's like, alright, I'm bloodlusted now. You have piqued my attention and blood malice.
The oomphy.
Mm-hmm. The oomphy. It drives me to become uncomfy. And he ravages the Trojan lines once again. And here's an interesting thing. There are a few ways of how Achilles dies is told. Sometimes it's a guy with a poison arrow that hits him in the ankle, or Apollo is the one who guides the archer in question to shoot Achilles in the ankle. But the funny thing is, Achilles is never actually stated to be indestructible except for the ankles. Achilles is just characterized as a sheer force of nature.
So it's not even like the weakness is like a known thing or like even a trope of the story. It's just like, nah, it's just like pure happenstance.
Yeah, like he just happens to get shot in the ankle, and it's like sometimes like, well, it was a god that did it, and Apollo, especially as a guard archer, is like, do that, he's dead. Like, he is fucked. He can't get, like, at the Achilles tendon, he can't move. He's fucked. Or poison, you know, but it's like, it's really up there of like, by interpretation. But it's like, yeah, it's never said that Achilles in the original text of the Iliad was dunked at, like, all that's retroactive to like narratively explain the weakness, but it never was there.
Interesting.
Yeah, it just is he was going, it's just like, no, he is just a force of nature.
He's just going sicko mode.
Just goes hard for his gay man.
Wow.
He is not pride. He is wrath.
I love hearing ancient gay stories.
Man, you'll love the Greeks.
The Greeks were all about that.
They're all...
Kind of the Romans too, a little bit.
Well, that's because Rome thought the only two people that are cool in the world are them and Greece.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I think I know why Rome thought Greece was kind of cool. So, the old Rome origin story is basically cloaked in mythos. And so, like, basically the concept is that the two grandsons of, like, an old Greek hero got stumbled across the Mediterranean to get to where Rome was. And they had an evil uncle who wanted to kill them, which is why they were sent away. And they got raised by a she-wolf, which is the wolf with tits that they get from. And then they grow up, and then Romulus and the other guy get into a fight to the death, and Romulus wins, and that's why it's called Rome.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think it's just the fact that, like, yeah, we come from that place with a lot of weird shit, so, like, they're cool. They're like our dad. But, like, everyone else, stinky. Barbarians. Barbarians, they don't even speak Greek.
SMH.
But
So
yeah,
much hate.
but like, yeah, I just think, yeah. Let's see, what's another good silly, Greek thing? What about the time Zeus turned a girl into a cow?
Oh, I love that one.
Do you actually know this one, or are you saying that as like a funny little silly?
That's the Minotaur.
No.
I love the Minotaur.
No.
Oh, it's a different one?
No.
No, the Minotaur's, he turns into the bull
No.
and fucks the cow.
No.
No?
No, the Minotaur's actually worse. The Minotaur is worse. That's something I can only tell you off stream because I don't feel comfortable saying that on stream.
Yeah, no, it's one of those Greek stories.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
And also, real shit, the fact the Minotaur story exists is purely because Crete was ancient, like the civilization that was Minos was ancient for the Greeks when they found it, and was them trying to explain the bull iconography that was found everywhere.
Really?
And the real ass labyrinth in Crete.
That's interesting. Whoa.
But
Oh, that's dope.
yeah. Cause yeah, there's really an underground labyrinth in Crete, and it's insane.
Whack.
And it's literally them going like, what the fuck happened here? Oh, you didn't know they had a bull man. That's why there's bulls everywhere. I'm thinking of the story of Io. So basically, Zeus was gonna have a fling with some nymph, right, named Io, and Zeus decided to have like a big thundercloud around the place he was gonna do his business, so Hera wouldn't see. So naturally, Hera looks down and goes, "Hey Zeus, what's all this?" And Zeus panicked like, turns Io into a cow. Nothing. I am just here with the cow.
That's right. Nothing suspicious
Just
here.
looking for a good gift I can give to my wife, who I'm loyal to and would never cheat on her again. Well, that's
You know,
great.
just a dude and his cow.
Just a
No
dude and his
big.
cow. And Hera's like, oh, okay. Can I have it? What? Oh, it's a gift for me, so I can have it, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can have this cow. I'm like sweating profusely. And so Io is taken to Hera by Hera and is like, all right, I'm gonna keep you in this little garden, guarded by Aegis, a giant with 100 eyes.
Ugh.
But like the idea is only 2 of the eyes sleep at a time. The rest are always watching. That is until Zeus is like, Hermes, my favorite son, who is also a great messenger. Could you help out? Could you help out this babe? I'm trying to, you know. And he's like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll be willing to do that. And he like sees Io and it's like, are you okay? Are you like okay? And she's like, moo, I'm a fucking cow. Can you help me run away? And he's like, I got you. Because I'm Hermes. I'm the coolest man alive. And he gets up in like a cool outfit to disguise himself. And he just goes up to Aegis and goes like, why, hello there. You ever heard the story of how the panpipes existed? Let me tell you, it's a real interesting story. It all started when a man was out in the woods one day, and he just goes on and just bores Aegis to sleep.
Oh, based.
As he's like going to like essentially reading the Wikipedia article of the pan flute in real time. and Io books it out of there, and is essentially chased by Furies sent by Hera, till she eventually goes to Egypt. I think she gets the curse undone there. And fun fact, she's actually a great grandparent of Hercules.
That's cool.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it around here because I know I need to go to sleep soon. I know you probably had to go to sleep soon.
Maybe. We'll see.
Hey Demmy, what's that? I'm gonna roll some dice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
You're gonna roll dice and I'm gonna eat a gummy.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Okay, I
It's
do
like
I do have
things.
that many D8 on me. Cool. Okay. 3, 10, 14. Demi, what's your hit points?
Oh. 7.
Well, I cast sleep and it did 19 hit points worth, so you're Weesnaw for the next minute.
Me.
Well, now that we've gotten Demi to reach their bedtime, we're gonna look to someone to raid. Ooh, okay, so someone that has been we've been doing some real good raiding with recently. Has been very supportive. We're gonna be raiding Our Lady's Tears, who's doing some Dungeons and Dragons. They're pretty cool. I know I mostly met them from doing that they're doing a soul lock with someone on Wednesdays. It's very nice. So we're gonna look at Our Lady's Tears and see what they're doing with D&D. Alright. Thank you for anyone who came by, whether past, present, or future. I hope you have a nice day and have something nice to look back on. Until then, I wish you a bye-bye. I'm just gonna puppeteer Demmy up like I'm at Weekends at Bernie's. I'm gonna open their sleepy mouth and say, goodbye! Night! If you're still watching this, Demmy is actually going to slowly fade away unless you like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, bada bing, bada boom.